I'm trying to figure out what I do. Let me turn my music down just in case. It don't matter. I'm finna finish up. This is part two. I'm finna already did my squats and my stationary lunges. I'm about to do these planks, 30-second hold. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. Whoo, I know this finna burn. Get in position. Halfway there. Halfway there. This is part two of the live because I was kicked out of YouTube for my very first time that happening to me. But here we are. 4 seconds left of a 30-second plank hold. All right. Very good. Very good. Okay. We got 2 more sets of 30 seconds. 2 more sets. I'm just going to take a brief break. Frankly, that wasn't as difficult as I anticipated, which tells me perhaps I need to do a 45-second hold to kind of get what I'm going for. Um, so I might try that this next round. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, let me just put this up to 45. So I'm going to try 45-second hold planks for the last 2 sets. Put my shoes back on, and then we'll finish up 10 minutes here. At that point, I could check in with the chat. I'm so sorry. YouTube kicked me out. That's the first time that happened to me. Thank you for all of you who are just joining. I sincerely appreciate you being here this morning. I'm just finishing up my workout. I got about 15 minutes to go total before today's workout is over. Had a good squat and lunge session. Some very busy activity on this Friday Junior. But see, activity is activity. And YouTube, it don't care if it's trolls or not. All of it's adding up, you know? All right, so this time I'm gonna go ahead and try for that 45-second hold plank. And let me go ahead and get down in position. Oh, okay. All right. 45 seconds this time. Okay. All right, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Woo! Okay, you got this. Oh, the shake's coming. That's what I was looking for. 20 seconds. Let's go. Oh, I gotta work for it today. But that's okay. I'm built for working for it. Ooh, 10 seconds. Come on, Ev. Oh, let's go. Oh, bless the Lord. Bless the Most High God. 45 seconds completed. Before I check in with y'all and get distracted, I need to stay right here. I got one last 45 seconds to go before I had to put these shoes and socks back on and get back on this treadmill, walking pad, whatever this thing called. Okay. I don't know why YouTube kicked me out the first live. So weird. Okay. All right. Let's get in my breath. A few more seconds to rest, and I finish up my last plank. 45-second hold. Boop, boop, boop. All right. Okay. All right, let's go. All right. 45 seconds. 30 seconds. This burns so bad. 20 seconds to go. Come on, F. Hold it tight. Ooh. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. 10 seconds. Ooh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah. Ah. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. My God, today. If you ain't never did planks, just forgive me, okay? For those of you who have done planks, you understand. You understand the pain to be real. Okay, I'm gonna put my shoes and socks on real quick so I can finish up my 10 minutes on the treadmill. Probably a little bit of jogging, um, since I don't have the vest on. Whew. Oh God, I can't believe we're already 9 weeks out from competition. It sounds like a long way away, but it's not. It's like right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? And I'm excited. And I haven't been to the Lorraine Motel in Memphis in like decades. It had went through some extensive renovations years back. So when I get to Memphis, I'm definitely gonna do the tour and see some of the exhibits. Kind of like be a tourist in my hometown. Because you know how like when you live somewhere, you kind of don't do the things that tourists do. And sometimes when tourists come to your town, they know more about your town than you do. So I think I'm gonna do that before competition because the competition is not this Saturday, but weigh-in is on that Friday. Um, but I'm just gonna do like some very chill, relaxing things to not get me stressed. You know what I'm saying? Right. It is time to get ready to transition to this walking pad. Coming right over to you, and I'm gonna check in with the chat before we get started. Thank you all for those of you who returned. The first live, I got booted out. Um, hopefully, this last 10 minutes don't do that. I appreciate you being here. All right, let's see. Okay. Let's see. Michelle, girl, good morning. How your son doing? Shawnee said, hey, Michelle. Harjarine, good morning. Good to see you. Okay, Grant's back. Thank you for coming back, Grant. Um, Maybe I had too many trolls. I don't know. Callie, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back. JC said, hey again. Uh, okay. The vertical live is mad wow. She's not bad. Yes, the vertical live is wow. It is. It's you honestly, you kind of gotta be strong on YouTube. You gotta be strong, I feel like. Or be able to give the sometimes people give the energy back. That's not what I do is give the energy back, but it is what it is as well. Everybody need love. Hopefully they low key kicked out the weirds. Yeah, Shayna and Callie was playing ping pong, getting them up out the chat. In the last live, YouTube just does randomness sometimes. That's how I feel because this is like the second live where I've gotten a lot more people. And I'm wondering if it has to do like with a certain threshold that you hit where it opens up your channel to a lot more different audiences. I'm not really sure because, I'm not versed on that at all. I'll leave that to the experts. Mid activities have flagged yet. Wait. Mid activities may have flagged YouTube to end the live. Oh, mod activities. Okay, that's what I think you meant. Mod activities. Okay, got you. Michelle, girl, them planks, no joke. Thank you, Grant. He says, good job, Evelyn. You're going to smack. You know what? Girl, I'm going to do my best, is what I'm going to do. I hope I get a medal, but I'm just going to show up, have fun, do my best. If, hey, Harjarine, because Harjarine said she wished she could go watch. Um, If I find out I'm gonna pull y'all over here so I can get ready to start walking and talk. But if the meet directors offer a stream like on their YouTube page, I will share it on my page so that for those of you all who are interested, you can see the competition. And then also before competitions, they'll release like which flight, they're called flights, depending on the number of lifters. They'll tell you which flight that you're in. For this particular competition that I'm participating in, they have limited to the first 45 lifters. So it's going to be um, a very small, let me take this out, getting distracted, a very small group of lifters. Um, And so we'll see. I won't know until I get closer to competition time about those details. And the flights are just the groups that they place you in, depending on the number of lifters. But since I'm going out of state, I'm not really familiar with this gym, the gym size of the meet directors and stuff like that. But again, more information will be provided as we get closer to April 25th. You doing okay, Michelle? Good. It's good to see you too, always. Once you set the tone with the trolls, they either stay or leave. Okay, thank you, Jen. Thank you, Mia. The mods were on it. Before I could remove someone, it was already done. We was on it. Listen, fast and furious over here. If Biden just removed the person after 30 seconds instead of timing them out. Okay, got you. Good point, Jen, Grant says. And then Hardrine says, great. Fingers crossed that they do. Yes, I will keep y'all posted. Okay, I'm going to finish my last 10 minutes here. And I know how it be. You know what I'm saying? Like, people have to do stuff in the mornings. This is my work from home day. So I'm going to knock these last 10 minutes out. Excuse me with all the sniffing at the stuff I'm doing. And be on my way too. 10 more minutes. Oh, I'm doing good with my time today. Okay. It's a blessing. Just going to crank this up to 3. And just finish up with a nice brisk walk. Hey, good morning, that green vegan. Good to see you. I saw your I think it was a slow down short or video where you was walking up into the Trader Joe's, child. Finna get your shopping on. It's good to see you, and I hope you're enjoying your morning so far. Shawnee, you off today? That's a blessing. Yes. I love it when you have like an off day and you don't have to worry about being somewhere else for your workout. I also like working from home days too, though, because it's convenient. It's very convenient. Yes, sis. Blessings to you too. I'm actually at the end of my workout. Um, the live today, I guess, is going to be in 2 parts since I got cut out the first live. YouTube shut it down. So I got 10 minutes left on this. Well, a little less than 10 minutes left on this walking pad. I'll get ready for my work day. Just gonna go by fast. 8 minutes left. I already know my legs gonna be feeling that. But in the other live, one of the people was giving me a tip about my stationary lunges and said put a ball under. I'm gonna have to look up. I've not heard of that. He was like, so I don't hurt my knees. I've not ever heard of that because I was doing them barefoot, but I'm finna research that and see what he was talking about. Have any of y'all heard of that? Put a ball under your feet or your foot when you're doing the stationary lunges so that you prevent knee injury. Okay, no worries. No worries, sis. Hit the replay, girl. I be telling people all the time, I don't be tripping. I know a lot of us are content creators and stuff like that. And it's really hard to keep up with so many of us trying to support and also keep up with our own content. So I don't be tripping, honey. Hey, Vanessa. I know I said hello on the other live, but welcome back. That kicked off. Okay, perfect. 7 minutes. Wait, who's checking in? Good morning. Thank you for being here. I'm just finishing up my workout for this morning on the walker pad. I appreciate you showing support. I really do. You know, I was thinking, if you're still here, vegan, or to whomever, to all of you, I was just thinking about, you know, the harmony and balance of it all between, supporting content creation, working full time, and all the other things, that we do. And I believe in systems, absolutely, and incorporating those and reaching targets and goals. But for me, YouTube is really fun. It is purpose driven work on my channel. Um, so my driver is not monetization. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not my key focus. I want to get there and believe that I will, but it's really truly not my key focus. And I just believe steady. If you're consistent and steady, you'll get there, you know? But then there are times where we have to amp it up. I understand that too. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm still working on where that line is. So we did, by the time I get finished here, we will have done 20 minutes of walking, which is great. We're a little over halfway finished with the end of the workout session for today. And then if you all are still here and hanging and the conversation is good, I'll chit chat a little bit more. And if not, that's okay too. We will close out the live. Like I say, I appreciate you all being here because I know you don't have to. Harjarine, you say you need to get back to being consistent, but I've been seeing you posting. Are you talking about like more longer form videos or lives, or which part are you referencing? And also, don't be too hard on yourself. Jen says consistency will always be key. Mm-hmm. Yes, agreed. Oh, with the exercise. So, Harjarine, if you don't mind me asking, you don't have to share if you're not comfortable, but was it just your voice that went out, or did you have like a cold or something? Were you on the mend? Because as Jonathan had to remind me yesterday, he was like, Evelyn, you need to take an extra day of rest, you know, and that helped me a lot as far as my workout for this week. Thank you for the compliment. Can't see your name, but I will get to you as soon as I'm done on this treadmill. Thank you for the compliment, and it's nice to have you here. All right, let's see what we're working with. All right, we almost done. About 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. The last minute, I'll slow it down. Good morning. Hi. That legendary? It is. once I get done with this, I can't see the whole chat, so I'll move a little bit closer when I get done and chat with you all for maybe 5 to 10 minutes before I need to go ahead and get my shower and get ready to be camera ready. Referring to my day job. All right, almost there. Almost there. I will tell you one, I feel like mistake I made recently in recent weeks on YouTube that I don't want to start creating a habit of is sharing things with you all before I share them with my family. Like, y'all know way more about my powerlifting journey, the dates and everything that my own family in Memphis, who I know will come and support me, do. And sometimes I think for me and my channel, order is important. And while for some people it might not matter, it matters to me that I include my loved ones on information that involves them indirectly, that I fill them in first before, sharing with the general population or my subs. Sometimes though I get so in the moment and so excited to share that things come out to you all first, you know? Do y'all experience that as well? Have you ever had like a slip up? Well, maybe not a slip up, but you shared something with your YouTube community that you have not even shared with the people closest to you, you know? Let me okay, let's slow it down because I'm almost done here. Okay. Oh, bless. I'm done. 10 minutes, 7 seconds. Thank you, Lord. Oh, thank you, Lord, for another workout. God is good. God is good. Okay. I actually need to sit down. Oh, that was a good one today. Very good one. I'm finna sip my water and just cool down and chit chat with y'all for a few minutes. If y'all are okay with that, I really appreciate you all being here. And for those of you who I haven't spoken to yet, I just want to say, um, hope you're having a great start to your morning. I'm gonna pull this down because I need to sit down and do a few stretches here since I did those weights on my legs. Let's see what we got. Okay, that was legendary. Okay. Okay, I'm just going up in the chat. Give me just a moment. I'm just going up so I can shouldn't have put that towel over there. It was premature. Um Alfred. Okay. Alfred, you're the one who gave me the compliment. Thank you. I appreciate you being here this morning and hope your day is off to an excellent start. Oh, you're gonna go live today. Okay, trying to figure out a time. That's what you were saying, Shawnee. Okay, I couldn't see all of it when I was on the walking path. I'm working from home today, so I should be able to listen. So let me know, um, or post it on your community tab if you do. Uh, JC says, excuse me, I'm just catching my breath. Jen says, also of your asking people to give you their hard-earned dollar, it can't just be because they are kind. Sometimes we focus on the monetization part and not the consistency of our content. I fully agree. I fully agree. And that's why I'm saying that can't, for me, Jen, like on my channel, that can't be my driver. Like, you know what I'm saying? It kind of goes back to what is your why? Like, why did you get on here? Now, if you came on YouTube and your goal from the very beginning is, I'm finna get my bag. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. I'm not being accusatory at all. I'm just saying that's not what my main focus was when I started on YouTube. My main focus, albeit inconsistent initially, because I've had Beautiful I'm Colored channel since 2022 as far as being active, but I wasn't consistent. And I started off with a goal of providing hope and healing by sharing my own stories with the audience. And I cannot for my purpose, I cannot deviate from that. That's where my blessing is staying in alignment with what that original, you know what I'm saying, objective is. And so for me, that's why I'm like, my main driver can't be monetization. I do believe that opportunities will come my way, but I'm very intentional about the things that I say yes to and the things that are just not in alignment with who I am as a person because my character means a hell of a lot to me, and my reputation, whether it's on camera or whether it's professional or my private life. All of those things need to be in alignment for how I live my life. And again, this is not being critical or accusatory of anybody whose number one focus is monetization, but money comes and money goes. You know what I'm saying? So I have to find like that consistent thread that'll keep me, for sustainability reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we actually really doing, here, at least on my channel? Appreciate your comment, Jen. Okay. Nicole says, I'm going to slide y'all down a little bit more. Okay. Nicole says, when it becomes second nature, that's gold. I agree. That green vegan said, when I'm off, I just want to sleep. Ain't nothing wrong with getting rest, honey. Nothing wrong with it. Okay, Hardrine says my throat was scratchy and I have a cough. Throat is better, but I have that darn cough. It's lingering. I got you. I got you. Now it's getting much warmer in Texas. So Hardrine does working out outside because I know you remember last year, like when I first met you, on YouTube. When I first met you, like you were doing a lot of your exercising outside. Does that help you, like when you're outdoors and like can smell the fresh air and stuff, like with your, healing when you have a cold or something like that? I know for me it helps, like when I sit in the sun and stuff like that. Curious if that is helpful to you or not. Jen speaking the legendary Nicole and Green vegan. Simply surviving. Keep pushing. You got this. Thank you. I couldn't see your message when I was on the walking pad. I thank you so much for being here. Legendary is just speaking, speaking. Legendary said you are so inspiring. Girl, I'm learning to say thank you for stuff like that. Can I tell you, Legendary, historically, I have had a challenge with accepting compliments. Um, and that one, as far as me being inspiring, that was kind of a bigger one. But I am still in the process of learning to like just say thank you and just letting it be. Um, and there's a lot there as to the why behind it, but that's a growth opportunity for me. Is just when I get a compliment, just to say thank you, and keep going. I have to actively practice that. So thank you. um, oh, cool. You're a power lifter, equipped or unequipped? Unequipped, simply surviving. And yes, I'm a new power lifter. I started my powerlifting journey in October of last year. I do the group coaching sessions at my barbell club here in town, and I am headed for my first local competition with the USPA Federation at the end of April. Simply surviving. Are you a powerlifter too? And if you are, please let me know because I am definitely looking for other power lifters to follow on YouTube. As a new power lifter, like I just got my singlet. I shared in my live the other day. I keep my singlet in my workout room, so I just got my singlet delivered the other day, and then I ordered a pink um, at least on the page, it looked like about this shade of pink um, belt. I haven't ordered my knee sleeves yet. I'll do that soon. But I already have my socks, and then I went with for my shoes. I got No Bull shoes. But simply surviving. Let me know if you're a powerlifter too. I would love to know that. Green Vegan says that's important, but YouTube can be like family. I totally agree. I totally agree. I definitely feel like I have connected with people that I've never met in person more intimately and deeply than I do with people I see on a day in a day out basis. That's a fact. And it's amazing that we can connect in that way, through social media, I feel. Grant says, yes, I shared something once before telling my family. Lesson learned. Exactly. Yeah. Because I don't want, like, like my sisters, my mom, my mom's husband. I have aunties, uncles, cousins, who live in the area. And I'm part of, like, my mom's side of the family is pretty big. We got like a 20-person family chat on my mom's side. And so I haven't even shared the details of my powerlifting stuff with the whole family. So to give them an opportunity, to come and support if they want to, which my family is very supportive. Um, so but that's on me, right? It's just having to put that in the forefront and be conscious about, not pre-sharing things with you all, not because I want to hide anything, but just because, like I said, it's kind of the order of things, and I don't ever want my family, who is very supportive, uh to feel left out, of things that are important to me. So um okay, people just saying hello. um Harjarine says, Harjarine is the boss way, by the way. She says, at Grant, faithful journey, I got in trouble yesterday for doing that. I won't do that again. Right. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I haven't heard too many people talk about that particular part of YouTube. Because, like, it's kind of like Green Vegan was saying, like, YouTube is like, it can be like family for sure, especially if you don't have a close family, outside of YouTube. But if you do have a close family outside of YouTube, I am learning to be cautious about, like I said, what I share, um, before my family knows. Like, I don't want them to find out about certain things about me because they came across the live and then they're like, oh, I didn't even know, that you were even doing this, that you were even into this. Now my family does know I'm into powerlifting, but like I said, they haven't been updated with what y'all know. So I'm gonna correct that today because, like I said, I just, it's the order of things. Grant says it's hard not to share something you're so. It is hard. It totally agree. And I did the because Miss Linda is here. Hey, Miss Linda, good morning. Thank you so much for dropping into the live. I appreciate you. I got about 5 more minutes. I just finished my workout and was just chit chat and with the chat here this morning before I close out and get ready for work. Your story is my story. We can't forget, is what Green Vegan said. I totally agree. We have a lot more in common with each other than we don't. That's a fact. Okay, everybody saying hello to Miss Linda. Shawnee says alignment is key. Agreed. Uh, Nicole, who is Purple Bellflower, says she agrees as well. And yes, honey. I'm just doing a couple of changes here on my channel. So this is like a quick housekeeping type of thing for my channel. So um, I don't use moderators in the full same way as some channels do. Like, of course, the moderators will slash if somebody is out of line, but my expectation, once I make you blue, is it just makes it easier to connect. At least that's been my experience. I've been on other channels like Stash Cash's channel, Callie's channel, um, or also known as Sea Life. Um, Jen, I know, was doing it for a while, where you kind of make almost everybody blue in terms of standard moderator, because it really truly does make it easier to click on somebody, hover on somebody's profile, and then go directly to their channel versus, utilizing the links. Even though Nightbot is here telling you how to share the link to your channel if you so choose. And so um, people that I know, and have known for a while, I just was taking the time to change you all over. Okay. Harjarine says that's the problem. I want to be outside, but the weather is kind of chilly. Got you. I understand. Maybe I will put my equipment outside, laugh out loud, trick the mind. Honestly, sometimes tricking the mind, yeah, that's what it is. Sid says such pretty hair. Oh, thank you. I you know what? That was a huge compliment, Sid. If you're still here, I really appreciate it because I talk about this hair situation all the time. I don't like doing my hair. I can do my hair, but I don't enjoy it. It's kind of like cooking. Well, actually, cooking is changing now that we empty nesters. I'm kind of feeling the love of wanting to learn recipes after watching some of you all's channels. I'm kind of feeling like I want to get into cooking more now. But thank you for the compliment, and thank you for being here. Maybe I will put my okay. I read that one. That Green Vegan says my friend was walking and talking in Texas, and a bug flew in his mouth. Child, no, no. People are saying hello to Miss Linda. Um, yes, legendary. I'm always so happy to see you, honey. You and me both, Evelyn. Right. Green Vegan says we weren't taught to love ourselves. I'm glad you are changing that. Yeah, yeah, because like if you were raised in a church, which I was raised in a church, and and maybe it wasn't taught this way, but the way I heard it as from a young child to clear on up to young adulthood was, you sacrifice yourself and put others before you. Like that's the way it works, but it don't. you know, Sacrificing yourself to the point of exhaustion, especially if you are like have a servant type of heart, you know what I'm saying? It puts you in critical danger, you know. Um, I don't remember which article I was reading in one time, but it was talking about how for Black women, especially, really the underlying root cause to a lot of our ailments is associated with stress. Because why? You know what I'm saying? Nobody's doing that anymore. And I'm not saying we're not strong. That's not what I'm saying. So hear me in balance. I'm just saying that being a martyr is not necessarily serving. I have learned, let me just talk about myself. I have learned that being a martyr and laying myself down on the ground to help other people has not assisted me in being the best version of myself. I found myself very depleted and exhausted, quite literally wanting to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Not really realizing that I was experiencing some symptoms of, depression. Not to the point where I needed to get, on medication, but in hindsight, that's exactly what it was. And, for me, it's critically important to address the root causes anytime you going through something like that, and you're trying to figure out what's going on. And for me, the root cause was putting other people first. In my house, it was putting my family first, putting my husband first. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't serve, but you have to build. I have learned that I had to build Evelyn up and get myself, to a certain overflowing level before I can even give out. Even talking to you right now, I have had to put work into myself so that I have a cup that runneth over and I'm giving from that place of overflow, than from a place of, let's call it half or just pouring and pouring and pouring out until you empty. It's not balancing that. At least for me, it was not balancing that. But I'm so glad that God kept me through it. Okay. Come up says, let's go, games. Hey, look, guys, it's coming. Listen, it is coming. It's coming forth. Shayna already shouted me out. She said my shoulders was looking. So she working on it, y'all. She working on it. I'm gonna be ready for competition. I hope I get to the person who asked me about powerlifting and see um if they are powerlifters too. Hi, good morning, Finley. Thank you for being here. Linda speaking. Oh, you must have heard me mention your name. Hey, Stash. Good morning. Good to see you, sir. Johnny says, hey, Stash. Stash is saying good morning. Everybody's saying good morning to Stash, greeting him. Okay. That Green Vegan says, I met this beautiful woman, though, through Stash. Good people. Oh, you know what? So many of us connect from Stash's channel. And I'll be in the bushes, as they say, like not commenting. So I'm there, but I'm not on a lot of lives. I'm just being transparent with you. Like sometimes I don't always want to be commenting. I don't. I will like your video or your live and I will watch it. And sometimes I'm there the entire duration. You know what I'm saying? But I have learned a lot from watching others, um, changing people over into that's what I was shouting you out for, Stash, earlier. Changing people over to standard moderators, when they come over to my channel. It's something that I actually learned from you and a couple of other creators. Um, and I think it's a good thing so that you can connect easier. Guzman, greetings from North Carolina. You are very beautiful. Thank you so much. Why do you exercise if you don't need to? Oh, I need to. I don't know if you still hear Guzman, but oh, I need to exercise. And even if I wasn't like doing a competition, I still would exercise because for me, it is a huge stress reliever. It helps me stay balanced, and I prefer to work out in the mornings because I like starting my day off that way. Okay, I got to wrap this up in the next 2 minutes, so let me go ahead and get through this chat. Legendary says, okay, that's a great tip. Miss Linda says, I agree. The chat is the first place I want to go and share everything GLP-1. It's just my place. I feel that, Miss Linda. Miss Linda, did you finally get that journal? If you still here, case people speaking of Stash Cash. Stash says, I love the fact that I'm seeing my YouTube family connect. Shout out to you, Kelly. Wait, who is Kelly? See somebody's name I don't know. Barbara, good morning. How you doing? Stash, if you still here, who is Kelly? Is that legendary or green vegan? Um, Grant is speaking to Barbara. Barbara is Unglamorous Glow. Love her content. Check her out. Um, Older people confuse being conceited with really having confidence. You're not lying, green vegan. Mia says is agreeing. So true, Stash. I'm the same way. I be in the bushes as well a lot. Yeah, because it's sometimes it's just too much, and I'm not about that life. I'm not gonna get stressed out over YouTube. Mm-mm, I'm not doing it. Mia says, "Good morning. People are just speaking. No journal yet, but see, that's what I get for doing United States Postal Service regular mail instead of getting tracking. I was being cheap and didn't want to pay the extra postage, Miss Linda. And so I'm sorry that it hasn't gotten there. Watch it show up in June. Um, but Miss Linda, I'm a person of my word too. And so I will find some way to make it up to you in terms of why you didn't get the journal. So Miss Linda's I had a giveaway on one of my lives, and Miss Linda got a journal that I had as we were cleaning out some stuff. I had an unused journal that I just sent shipped to her, but she hasn't received it yet, and I sent it regular mail, and that's my mistake. Okay, I was like, it could only be. I was like, I know most people's names here, so I was like, it could only be Green Vegan or Legendary's name. So now I know Kelly is Green Vegan. Okay, thank you, Kelly. Barbara says, yeah, I was in the bushes watching Stash and his girl cook. Wait, Stash was cooking? I saw him in there cooking with his son the other day. Barbara, I missed a video. I had must have missed a video. But I did see his son so handsome, by the way. Stash, your son is. Okay, guys, for me, I did get to the bottom of the chat, looks like. Oh, okay, Barbara, you talking about Cali. You talking about calisthenics, NYC, and his family cooking. I think that's who you might be referring to. Going into an appointment. Have a great day. Okay, goodbye, Mia. And I'm getting off too, guys. It's time for me to get ready to start my work day. So I'm gonna go get cleaned up and get ready. Um, Miss Linda says mail is slow, no problem. Evelyn, it's fine. I sent cards out 3 weeks ago, and people are just receiving them. Post offices snails for sure. And thank you for understanding, Miss Linda. Um, yeah, I hope you get it soon though, and please let me know whenever you do. Kelly says she doesn't mind Stash. Okay, y'all have a wonderful Thursday. Stash makes the motivation. That's right. Stash makes them vlogs, some fire vlogs. Okay, all right. It's time to go. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you all in the next video. Um, until next time, remember the future you is waiting on you. Appreciate you all. Bye.